Welcome to not only the home of British motorsport, but also the birthplace of the Formula One World Championship. It's race day here at Silverstone, a classic on the calendar, and it's time for the British Grand Prix. The 3.6-mile-long Silverstone circuit is one of the longest of the season, with 18 corners in the current layout. With average lap speeds reaching around 145 miles per hour, it's also one of the quickest tracks of the year. Watch out for cars taking the right-handers of Abbey and of Copse flat out. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Mäkinen lines up on pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Russell, Albon, Leclerc, Oscar Piastri, Sainz, Fernando Alonso, Gasly, Stroll, Norris, Verstappen, Tsunoda, Ocon, Théo Pourchaire, Ricciardo, Sargent, Bottas, Joe, and Kevin Magnussen fills the last spot on the grid. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today. Anthony Davidson is alongside me, as usual, for today's race.
Joining me for today's race once again is Anthony Davidson.
I want to talk about AlphaTauri. There have been some tweaks to the power unit regulations, of course, and I have to say it doesn't seem, so far at least, that they've been able to keep up.
There are a few downcast looks within the team this weekend. I think they've been hit fairly hard by the new regs. But this is only the first step down a long road of development, and even if they don't maximise their points today, there are plenty more up for grabs this season.